Hello everyone, it's Epic Phill here, and this does look very different from normal. I am holding a phone in my hand. This is the Epic Travels podcast, and we are having a new look very soon. The show is also moving, the podcast I should say, is moving to its own YouTube channel on its own, where it doesn't mix up with Epic Phill vlogs, to make it a little more easier for you lot. So if you're interested in Epic Travel podcast, go and subscribe to the new channel on YouTube. I will put it into the description of the show. Just click the link and subscribe for me. Much love there. It's obviously also on all great podcast apps out there as well. So if you've got a podcast app that you love, go and give it the best rating you can possibly give and subscribe to it on that podcast app. Anyway, people, on this one, it's not all going to be like this. In the future, we're going to start talking theme park news from resorts and places I may go on holidays. If I see any important news going on out that way or something interesting I feel like chatting about, I will be talking about it. So there will be a lot of Tenerife. There will be a lot of Orlando, Florida news. Obviously, that helps with a lot of theme parks out there. And there's also one more show eventually coming that might interest you on YouTube. What will stay on Epic Phill Travels YouTube channel. It's going to be called Epic Late Night Chat with Epic Phill. It's going to be a live show once a month on a weekend or something like that. We are just going to sit there and we're going to have a chat with each other and have some fun. But this is where it gets a little bit different from the rest of them. You in the comments are going to choose the topics for me and we're going to chat away about it. I'm going to read comments and chat away with you. Also do a little quiz in it where you people in the comments can have some fun and see if you can answer the questions I do on there. So if that interests you as well, get over to Epic Phill Travels on YouTube. It's at Epic Phill 1, if that helps you. If you can't find it that way, try Epic Phill 1 and it should be able to find it. Anyway, let's get into the show about the Villatel Orlando Resort today. My personal thoughts on that resort that I stayed in Orlando, Florida. I am trying to figure out how to sort out the sound on it. It's very quiet, but we'll get there and we'll get it fixed. Right, from me and you, watch this new home as well. Don't forget that. And very soon, new Tenerife vlogs coming out on Epic Phill Travels. Let's get into the show.
Attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Well, this early bit will be about the Villatel later, and I want to talk about the holiday, the goods and bads. So the goods on the Villatel Orlando Resort is a gated, secure community. It doesn't mean people can't get in, because it ain't Fort Knox. But it feels more secure. It's brand new and very clean still. That is nice. I like the touch that they're doing with one of the villas. They're making it a haunted house experience that you can walk through, and through the daytime I think kids activities are going on there to put yourself in. I think especially walking through the house, it's all free. What's pretty cool. I can talk about the villa. I think the villas are very nice, especially the 4 bedrooms. I can't really talk about bigger, can I? 4 bedrooms are nice. The pool maybe not so much. It's a doable pool, and I understand why there's no jacuzzi hot tub. There just is no room really for that. I think the barbecue is more of a show. We decided not to use it. Truth be told, I love the outside area here. I mean, I'm sitting here now, as you can all see. There we go. That is pretty much it. So I'm sitting here just enjoying myself. I do every morning and evenings actually at night. I like sitting out here as well. The aircon's very good. Well, the morning aircon does turn off once you open the doors, so it can get very hot. There is fans as well. Sometimes if you're not a super fan of aircon at night, you could, in theory, turn your aircon off if it's not too hot and just use the fans. Kitchen area, very big, nice. Ovens over here are slow as anything. So whatever time you're used to cooking, say if you're from the UK, just double it. And you have to keep an eye on it. Dishwasher, it's a basic dishwasher to me. I have a lot better at work in that, so, but it does the job. Fridge, freezer, can't fault it. Lovely size, stuff like that. 100-inch TV, whatever it is, I'm gonna miss that.
The bedrooms are nice. The themed room, great with kids. Here's the thing I would change. Ready? Give us an option, a few of them. Make it half and half, 50-50. Some with themed room, some with not themed room. Fred didn't enjoy sleeping in there. I tried to sleep in there at first. I absolutely detest it. It's really hard to work because it's themed to lay on the beds and get up if you're an adult. That's it. But obviously it was meant for children. I started to sleep on the sofa, very nice sofa by the way, so it was easy. Fred, as I say, doesn't like sleeping in there, so it was just, it's all show and go really, isn't it, I suppose. I think with the villas you have to have an option really, especially the 4 bedrooms. So say 50-50, you have 50% of them with the theme room and 50% without. I think a lot of stuff is made to look nice but cheaply. We've had door handles break, things like that. Easy fixes, by the way, very easy fixes. They do come in and fix them, but it's just, I thought you might want to think about toiletries. If you're staying more than 3 or 4 days, you need to get down to a Dollar Tree or Walmart and that and buy your toiletries, toilet paper and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, they don't resupply it for you, so you need to know that about the Villatel as well. I feel like I might put this on a Villatel video somewhere as well. I don't know where, but one of them. I haven't got a clue which ones I've put it on series. I might even make this a little video on its own for the Villatel as well. So for the Villatel fans, hi, if you're wondering what the hell this doesn't make any sense, but it's on the daily vlogs and it's going to be a little video on its own. I'm just trying to think, you've got all the stuff, your toasters, your blenders and all that stuff, microwaves, it's all good, there's enough cutlery. I would say the glasses though, someone who is a cleaner, glasses you've got Villatel, they're not microwave, dishwasher proper design glasses. They're very thin and they will crack easy if they're used constantly in this aircon and put into a dishwasher. What I didn't like, I don't know if this was just because of us, there was no kitchen stuff like baking trays and you get your bowls, your saucepans and all that, but baking trays for the oven, non-existent. How do you use the oven, guys? Don't give an oven if you're not going to have that stuff there. I don't know if it's been taken away by someone and the cleaners and the people checked once you move out haven't checked and not noticed, but in ours they weren't there. Otherwise than that, the bath is a bit small, but it's typical what I call a holiday American bath, unless that's a normal size American bath. And damn, no wonder you lot shower so much out here. Showers are okay. I do think they should have had the option as well of the overhead rain shower thing, and the showers ain't very easily movable, so you have to stand in one spot. They're pretty warm, we've used them all day. Villas are plenty clean, I love the size of them. There's nothing that bad with the villas, it's all cosmetic if you can handle it. I'm just trying to give people like warnings of things that they may need to get themselves, to give themselves ideas and prepare for the time here. Especially my friends from home who will come and stay here as well, because you need to know this stuff, I feel like. The porch light, they put a little plastic thing over it, you can still turn it off. I wish you had a blind or something to come down on the porch at night time so people can't see you walking around, because here's a little thing I noticed. I saw a gentleman walking around his villa. Yeah, he was near his front door, that's all I'm going to say. He had the lights on inside. You can't see his face properly now, he's all like frosted, but yeah, you can tell. That's all I'm saying. So bear that in mind. The arcade's okay, no sound though. Didn't get that. What's the point of giving me an arcade with no sound? The sound of games makes games so much better. The TV stuff, absolutely rubbish. I thought I was going to find USA Network and all the TV channels. Guessing they're not paying for cable. Lucky I have a Fire Stick, if you know what I mean. You don't get a Hoover, a vacuum. Either we had to request to have it because we were here for 3 weeks. And I started saying, can you imagine how bad this is going to be for the cleaners if we can't clean? Dustpan and brush is okay, but it doesn't do a proper job. Here's what I think, and tell me if you agree with me. I know with villas and that, and I just think in general all villas should do this. If you're staying more than 7 days, 1 day a week, complimentary clean. As in, I don't mean a full clean. They come in, quickly hoover, quickly mop. They can basically ignore most of the kitchen as far as I care, but they clean the toilets and the bathrooms, and they just hoover the floors. That's all I'm asking for. I mean, we bought all the spray to wipe everything down our house, and we brought actual cloths with us, so it wasn't a problem. I knew it wasn't there, but I think for 3 weeks and we don't get one clean. Apparently you get it in the apartments complimentary sometimes, but they're run by the Marriott Bon Voyage. Villas are just Villatel. I think Villatel needs to get a deal with Universal Studios and make them a partner program and things like that. That would help them a hell of a lot more. I do like the pool area and that. I feel like with a resort like this, if they want to keep us here, there's a bit of land they don't own, and I was talking to my family what I would do with it. I would buy it. Maybe put a couple of apartments there, maybe a couple of villas. But a big bit of it, I would actually make another pool, slightly different, type of pool. Just to people that think, don't put the lazy room in this, put another pool there. Put a proper full-size entertainment stage where you could have a average to very good restaurant in there for the evenings and that, where we could have entertainment. You don't want us to leave your resort. You need things like entertainment in here. Musicians, comedians, whatever you decide to have in here. Children's time, when it's like a children's disco. Things like that. I think I know this because I think I get my European head on as well when I go to Tenerife and that. And where some of the hotels are staying, when they don't have entertainment, I go out, they're losing my money. It's going elsewhere. You want our money, you need to keep it in-house, and you need to have at least evening to about 10, maybe 11 o'clock. So we'll start about 6 o'clock, 6 to 10, if you feel like 11 on peak periods. Entertainment. I would do that. They do have kids craft and that. I don't know if you have to pay for it, tie-dye and all that stuff. But if they had another pool, maybe they could have acrobatic thing like they do in Europe when people are dancing in the pools, doing their fitness, la la la. Not for me, but I know a lot of people would enjoy doing that as well. It'd keep people in resort, because this trip, truthfully, I haven't gone out as much as I normally do to the theme park, so that's a plus for you. I thought the resort was good. My family have loved the big pool area. They've loved the lazy river. They've loved the slides. The kids' splash area, play park. I would talk about the park, but apparently they're moving the park from where it is, and I don't know where they're putting it because I've looked around and I can't figure this out. Yeah, again, the other plot of land, bigger, better park. The racquetball, whatever it's called. Yeah, well, the smaller version of tennis. I don't know what its name is. Pickleball. No one seems to be on it. Basketball gets used more, I must admit. That's a clever idea. I do like the canopies over the some of the stuff, but sunshades are not waterproof, but like the park the kids are playing, I think that's really good. As a result, security is really good. They're very tight, especially if you're driving in with Ubers and that, or you're just a visiting guest. They're going to check everything, your number plate, why you're here. They want to see your driving license. All that stuff is brilliant. The gates to get in and out if you're walking, obviously I've got a video on that. To get back in, you need to know the security code. So the first time you do it at the front gate with security, or ask at front desk for the code, because they're all on the same code. I've done loads of videoing, but I refused to show the code because I don't know how much they change it. So that was more of a take care, don't want to put that all over YouTube, to keep the result more safer. So if you're going to record, don't record the bloody code. Yeah, I don't know much more to say. It's a big resort. You've got the free bus, will take you to Universal and Disney. You have to book that online. Peak periods, you're probably talking booking as early as possible. Non-peak, you could probably even book the night before. So that's a positive for you. And if you've got things like mobility scooters, try and book as early as possible because they can fit them on, but there's only a certain amount of space for mobility scooters. So take that into obviously your brain when you're doing that if you've got. So this is a Debbie Downer, and I did talk about apparently B&B rules that they have here protects them. The villas, especially the 4-bedroom ones, they all seem to have it. I haven't seen any. Not a single one with a ramp. Why am I going to moan about this? This is for people who have disabilities, who may be full-time wheelchairs, need mobility scooters. I don't understand what went in your head here, Villatel, that you didn't think of these people. I'm not asking you to put it everyone, even though it would have been easy. But 1 in 10 should have been mobile friendly. Surely mobility friendly for disabilities. It's just what I know what you're going to say. Well, if someone's got disabilities, why do they go upstairs and they can't go upstairs? Because there's a downstairs bedroom, there's a downstairs shower and toilet, and they could have a little ramp as well, a very minute ramp, what would come out to sit outside in the pool area. Maybe not be able to get in the pool, but it'd still be nice for them to come and sit out here. So do better on that one, Villatel, do better. I do always think about people, even my Tenerife vlogs, I always look out for things for people with disabilities. I have a friend who can't, he could probably barely get up them steps, and I mean really hard, but he shouldn't need to, and that's my point. He's got one leg and everything, so my mate Lee, if you've seen this, mate, place is great. The answer, what is annoying though, there is an answer to this. You can stay in the apartments. So if you have family who want their own private pool, they have to sacrifice that, unfortunately. The apartments have stairs and they have elevator lifts, and they're all flat, you know, there's no steps to get in and out of them. So that is a way around that problem. But if you want a villa, you're getting punished. There's no two ways about it. Overall, as a resort, I've got to give it an 8 out of 10. It would have been a 9 if not for that disability thing with the villas. Oh, one more thing, why I'm putting it an 8. Check out 10 AM and there's no storage place for luggage. So if you're a big family who's come on holidays here from abroad, you're literally sitting around the pool area with, or even small families, with all your luggage, and you've got to stick with it. Not good. So there you go. That makes in the goods and the bads of the Villatel Orlando Resort. Obviously, this is also on Epic Phill's daily vlog, and this has just been decided to make for Villatel the goods and the bads. So thank you for watching this, people. Let's get on with the day. If you're on the daily vlogs, and if you're not, go and find them and go and watch them. I have tours of the Villatel 4-bedroom villa, a 3-bedroom condo. I have a tour of inside the resort, showing you what's about. I also have a tour of different routes to get out of the resort and show you what I personally think is walkable. You need to check all these out, people, because yet again, if you're booking this resort, it is the best way to decide for yourself if it is good enough for you, because it's great seeing the rooms, but it's also great knowing what's about. Thanks for watching.
Well, there you go. It was a little bit different, and we are going to start coming more news based on the newest episodes. So if you want to come along, subscribe on YouTube to Epic Travels podcast. Go and check it out. Give the videos likes and comments on your podcast app of choice. You know what to do, people. You have got to give it a nice review. The best review going. Now, don't forget to check out Epic Phill as well on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, whatever way you did it, and always stay epic.